When I was 20 years old, an ambitious friend of mine told me, "I wish you will not become one of those downshifting people." I had just taken my first steps towards a more meaningful life, moving abroad in a small apartment. I had no idea what downshifting even meant. I thought it's some movement where you just chill on the couch and expect somebody else to pay your bills. So I said, of course not. That's not who I want to become. Well, I am not chilling on my couch right now and I am paying my own bills. But ever since that conversation, I've been intentionally simplifying my life and lived kind of through this slow living approach. But why? And what does slowing down and simplifying life in the modern world even mean? Even though I think downshifting and simplifying life are somewhat similar terms to the same ideology, I prefer the word simple living. Somehow it resonates with me much more than using the word downshifting. Because not for everybody, simplifying life meaning that they need to shift down or kind of not be ambitious with their life choices and what they want to do. At least for me, it has been quite the opposite, that I have become even more ambitious for the things that are really meaningful for me. A simpler and slower life doesn't mean that you move in the middle of nowhere and become a hermit. It means living life on your own terms, no matter how old you are or where you live, and not rushing all the time, stealing happiness from today for a hopefully better tomorrow, which I used to do in the past, and I think many people are doing these days. This type of lifestyle encourages us to keep only what is important, both in our belongings and life experiences, to value quality over quantity. In essence, it's mindfully choosing your own well-being over the demands and expectations of our fast modern world. Why I believe this is so important in the modern world and why I titled this video as well to be like my secret to modern well-being is because all the benefits that you get from it. And I would categorize or put those things in 3 layers: the bottom layer, middle layer, and top layer. The bottom layer is about mental health. When you stop constantly chasing for something and rushing and pushing yourself to the maximum, your stress levels decrease so much and you actually start to enjoy life much more. A couple of practical examples of this could be maintaining a more balanced and healthier approach to work and then personal life, to avoid that burnout for more long-term happiness. And then as well, overstimulation, to be much more aware how you are feeling and what is making you feel that way, especially when it comes to technology. And then the second part of this bottom layer is better shape. When you are not rushing, when you are not pushing, you probably have more time and energy for your health. You have time to exercise, eat better, sleep better. And in this video, I'm not even going deeper than this about why you should do all these things to sleep, eat well, and exercise, because I'm sure you already know that. But what I can say is that after starting to slow down my life, I have been sleeping so much better and I have so much more energy. I feel so much better and healthier. Then the first part of the middle layer, which is built of course on top of the bottom layer, and that is authentic connections. When you have more clear headspace and you are overall feeling better, of course it's so much easier to be present when you are with people and be truly interested in their stories. And when that happens, the human connections that you can make, they are so much deeper and you appreciate the people so much more. You have much more gratitude to have those people in your life. And that is like this cycle. When you are feeling good, then you make them feel good, and then that bond becomes just deeper and better all the time. And also this connection, I wouldn't just limit to human, like social connections. For me, simple living and slow living, they have been enabling me to unlock kind of the spirituality area of my life. I remember multiple years ago, the first time I was thinking like how spiritual person I am, and I was rating myself like 0 out of 10 or 1 out of 10, just based on all the previous ideas what I had about spirituality. But once I was able to connect more with, for example, nature and be present there, I started to realize how connected we all are. I started to develop this awareness for the small, not even so important daily things, like small joys that many times go unnoticed. The things that are overlooked, especially when you are feeling tired, you are hustling, you feel overwhelmed and burnt out. You don't appreciate those things. Now I sense and see the energy in things in a completely different way, and I have cultivated much more mindfulness in the daily experiences. Like yesterday when I was walking back from the gym, I was just looking at things like the sky and other people and hearing the noises, and I feel so much peace inside me. And I remember walking to the same exact gym and back and feeling so frustrated. I don't even remember how many years ago, let's say 8 years ago, when I was completely overwhelmed with stressful work and the need for this external validation and a lot of thoughts, a lot of overthinking in my head. And then still in this middle layer, there's the cultivation of skills. When you take time, energy, and focus away from things that you realize don't really serve you anymore that much or don't really matter to you at the end of the day, you can allocate these resources to learning skills and developing yourself in ways that will make you even feel better. For example, I learned certain hard skills, how to develop and create a vision for your life, how to keep your life organized, and then as well soft skills, how to go deeper in relationships, how to create more trust. So now when I've been working on a big project, I've been able to use all these skills to keep my life simplified. Like, for example, prioritization. Identify what doesn't matter right now and then focus on the right things. So kind of single tasking on the micro and then the macro level. When I have had off days, I've been really off and not thinking about what I should do next, and then feeling overwhelmed when I'm supposed to do something because I didn't actually rest. So I have got from this much better focus and therefore much better quality, and that leads to much more free time, even though I'm doing big and important things. And then the top layer and first thing we have there is purposeful living, that is built on top of the feeling good and having the skills. So this means to develop a clear sense what you want to do with your life, finding a clear sense of purpose and direction for your life, and then following that, feeling the fulfillment of doing something really important that is really worth your time and energy, and that is also aligned with your core values. You're not just working to create something that you don't actually even care about or that might be somehow harmful for somebody else. It's truly aligned with who you are and what's the mark that you want to live in this world. When I was studying and working a few years ago, I was basically only living for the weekends. I was missing out 5 out of 7 of life basically, because I wasn't enjoying that daily life and what I was doing. But now it has completely shifted, and now I enjoy every day of the week equally. I don't anymore live for the weekends, I live for today. And that feeling is just amazing. The second part of this top layer is enhanced creativity. When you have less hectic life and cluttered mind, you can let all those ideas and whatever creative pursuits you have to flourish, to actually become real. If I didn't feel good, if I felt stressed, there was no way I could produce these videos. I wouldn't have any energy and probably no motivation at the end of the day. It would be just about survival. And yes, I understand not always you can do whatever you want, but it's about starting to change the little things that will compound over time. To have this empowerment through choice, which is the last block, last thing in the top layer. To be able to make more intentional choice and feel that you are in control of your life. Therefore, you feel you are creating your own path and not just falling into some predetermined rat race of any area of your life. I haven't been in touch in years with the friend who told me not to downshift my life, but I'm pretty sure if he saw how content I am now with my life, he would be pretty happy I didn't take his advice. a lot of things in this video. I don't know how long this will be, but I've been talking here quite a long time because I'm so passionate about this topic. But thank you so much for watching. Remember to stay kind and meaningful in your own beautiful journey. See you in the next one. Ciao.